It's me again. Straight Talk 1.5. Fun making videos with a broken hand. So let's go back to Havenwick Hospital, the mental institution in Michigan that I checked myself into. Why? Because my doctor, my internal medicine doctor, gave me Adderall for depression. Adderall is not for depression, it's for ADHD. Adderall made me suicidal. I was gonna kill myself. After being on Adderall for 3 days, I was working at the airport and I kept having this urge, just jump off the ledge, kill yourself. I knew it was from that fucking Adderall. So finally, the third day, I was outside smoking at the curb, and I called my buddy. Time to take a blood pressure pill. Elijah, what's the matter? Come here. Elijah, what's the matter, Bobby? Alright, back to Havenwick. Fucking jail. Hospital for the mentally ill in Auburn Hills, Michigan. So they showed favoritism to a certain color, and that's alright. Much respect for that, because my family's black, white, Mexican, Arabic. I'm a mutt. I'm Italian too. I'm not Irish. Red hair, freckles. So the mental abuse that I got being in the Havenwick Hospital was unbelievable. I saw this young girl, beautiful, smart, strong, voicing her opinion about something. They took her in a room, strapped her down. She was begging, screaming for help. I wanted to grab those employees up by their throat and beat the shit out of them. This poor girl came walking out of the room like that. She was a zombie. So you know me. What did you inject her with? They said to me, do you want a shot? And I really thought about it. I thought I kind of do want a shot of the poison you injected that poor girl with. When you're in a mental institution, you keep your mouth shut and listen and participate in activities, or you're not getting out. They will drug you more. If you need it, check yourself in. But just know you're not going to be very well received by the staff. When you go in, they will make you strip naked. They will make you bend over. Because, you know, everybody's a drug addict in their eyes. You want to look up my ass? Go ahead. I spread my cheeks apart. I said, you want to do a pap smear? Might as well. The girls laughed. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny. Tracy, you're so funny. You got a good personality. I wish more people were real like you. Yeah, well, I wish more people were real like me too. I'm not fucking fake. So I did it. I was there for a week. And they had me on Depakote, Xanax. And I was stable for a little bit. Until I got out of the psych ward. There was a dude there selling cigarettes, because you can go outside and smoke. Which I thought, right on. Thank God there's a little bit of humanity. We can get some fresh air in here. Yeah, I'm trying to grab a cigarette while I'm talking to you. Oh, guess what? I fucked up my toe, but guess what? I got it x-rayed. It's not broken. It's just black and purple like my sandals. I gotta set you down so I can light my cigarette. Sorry. Alright, let's do this. You want to fucking hear my story? Please. And thank you. Subscribe. So, when I got out, I found the best psych I clicked with because I needed mental health. So, that's when they diagnosed me with bipolar disorder. That was in like 2012. After caring for my mother, she was very sick. And I was there. I took her to doctor appointments. I made her food. I took her out. I drank Milwaukee Best Ice. She loved that cheap ass beer. And guess what? I do too. Hi, Colby. So my siblings did not help with the care of my mother. And it took a mental toll on me. That was the ultimate brain fuck when my mom was dying. I was a successful federal officer, making great money, having good benefits. It was fantastic. This video's a little long, I apologize. But I don't work for the government anymore. I medically retired the fuck out. Back to Havenwick Hospital. When you first check in, you're not allowed to go to the cafeteria. They feed you like you're a hospital patient. Slop on a plate. I lived off of graham crackers and little packets of peanut butter until I snuck in line with the others for the good food. They had to wash all your clothes. They take all your snacks away. Oh, but you're allowed cigarettes. Not a bag of potato chips, but I can have cigarettes. And thankfully, my lying, cheating husband, who used to be alive, he passed away, rest in peace. He brought me a whole carton. So what did I do? I shared with other smokers. Because there was a guy there selling packs of cigarettes for $20 a pack. I said, are you fucking serious, dude? You're preying on mentally ill people that are trying to get help? You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I thought for sure he was going to get up and blast me in my face. But he didn't. He sat there like a little bitch that he was, and he ignored me. That was a good decision. Because believe me, I was down for a fight. $20 a pack. Don't do that. There's help out there. There are resources. I was on lithium. That leveled me out for my bipolar disorder. But the problem with that, you gain weight. You gain a lot of weight on lithium. I was up to almost 300 pounds. But I can think. So talking to my therapist, she said, do you want to think straight or do you want to be skinny? I said, I want both. And at the time, that doctor had tried Depakote. I'll pull my whole list of meds out. We'll go through them one by one, every medication I ever took. But what works for me right now is Seroquel, 200 milligrams. Klonopin, 1 milligram, 3 times a day for my anxiety. Buspirone, twice a day. Now this is just a recommendation as needed. I don't take them as prescribed because I don't need them every day. I'm not a slave to the meds the doctors prescribe me. But when I'm manic, yeah, give me that Klonopin and Buspirone. So, bipolar disorder, it's a disorder. Totally misunderstood. I don't think like others. Never have, never will. Totally misunderstood by family. Misunderstood by friends. Calm down, calm down. I am fucking calm. This is Tracy calm. Am I a little too much for some people? Absolutely, and I understand. Sometimes I hate myself. Too much for myself. You know why? Because that brain keeps going and going and going and going and going and thinking and going and going. It doesn't stop. It doesn't shut off. So I take Lunesta to sleep. It works for me. I am not as manic as I was. I used to be on 400 milligrams of Seroquel. I was a zombie. Thank God for my brother's honesty. It made him cry. But remember, I was stuck in a dead marriage. So I kept telling the doctor, up my meds, up my meds. Because you know they will. You know they will. Especially if you act like you're in your right mind. Because I'm a very good actress. I should have been an actress. Now with this nose, shit, I gotta sit down. Because of my orthostatic hypotension, low blood pressure. When you stand, it drops. When you bend over, it drops. It is what it is. I'm tired of doctors putting restrictions on me. Rest, rest, drink lots of water. Now that I do. I will never go to the hospital and be dehydrated again. Never, ever. So I think that's all I have to say for today. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Tall, short, fat, skinny, black, white, Arab, Hindu, Oriental, whatever. I am so politically incorrect, it isn't even funny. Respect. Demand respect for yourself. You deserve it. You're smart. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You are enough.